Hey everyone, I've had a few requests over the last few weeks from people asking me what my least favorite championship belts are. So without further ado, let's fire off a quick top 8. Number 8, the WCW United States Championship. This choice is probably going to piss off some viewers, but I stand by it. Personally, I don't care for the blocky look of the center plate, and I think the eagle and the shape of the country are a little bunched up in my opinion. Call me crazy, but I actually think WWE's current version of the belt is a step up. It's bright, loud, and you know exactly what it represents. Kinda like the good old USA. Number 7, the WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships. A title that only existed for 8 days before WCW was bought out. There aren't too many images of this belt out there, but what you can see of it is a very simplistic, basic image of a bird in the center plate with wings for side plates. It's really goofy looking. Kinda reminds me of... Number 6, the WWE Tag Team Championships. Ah yes, the old giant pennies. The gaudy copper look combined with the Roman helmets in the middle and the comic book side plates is a real visual turnoff for me. Everyone says they look like giant toys, and I have to agree with them. It makes those old tag belts that were on Raw for several years look good in comparison. Number 5, the TNA X Division Championship. This is definitely the worst version of this belt I've seen. To me, it looks like the old Intercontinental title design with a big old X slapped onto it. And while we're on the subject, I actually like the design of the oval IC belt over the current look, which is itself a throwback. So TNA's current X Division belt is actually an insult to one of my favorite designs. Number 4, the WCW Hardcore Championship. I forgot until I started researching this list there were actually 2 versions of this belt in its 16-month history, both of them terrible. The first one was an obvious ripoff of the ECW heavyweight title, which is a bad-looking belt design to begin with. Come at me! Then after a while they got rid of the ECW-esque look and gave the championship a cleaner, albeit more boring appearance. Looks like it took someone 5 minutes in Adobe Illustrator to come up with that design. Oh yeah, a real edgy hardcore look, that one. Number 3, the WWE Divas Championship. I've always had a hard time getting used to this belt. It looks even more like a toy than the Tag Team Championships, and that's saying something. Not to mention its design is more than a little sexist. Number 2, that one replica belt. You know which one I'm talking about. This generic piece of crap used to make the rounds on eBay and other gimmick stores all the time, used by many in IndieFed as their main title. Not even belt collectors want to pick this one up. It looks ugly and it looks cheap. And my number 1 least favorite championship belt design is... what else but the spinner belt? I'll almost always defend John Cena as a worker, but the one thing I can't forgive is that awful design of the WWE Championship that he brought us. And yes, that goes for his old version of the US title as well. It didn't matter what they did to it over the years, whether it had Edge's logo on it or they stopped the spinning feature so the logo wouldn't turn upside down every time someone held it, it always looked bad. The look worked for exactly one person, and that was John Cena. It looked absolutely foolish on everyone else. Maybe that's why he held the belt so often and for so long when it was around. For those reasons and much more, the spinner belt is my least favorite championship belt of all time. What championship belts do you hate to look at? Let me know in the comments section. Be sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to Wrestling with Regret, and buy the t-shirt. I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.